Welcome to the Ratios app. The goal of this app is to illustrate this topic in a visual way. It's based on dividing balls into a given ratio. Let's choose the ratio 3 to 2. Now, we'll choose the number of balls to distribute, 45, and click outside. And now we have in here this box 45 balls. Now, let's click the button Distribute. So we can see 5 of the balls were now distributed according to the ratio of 3 to 2. This is how we illustrate the distribution according to the ratio, and we're doing it 5 balls at a time. Let's click again. We can point out to the students that 6 is 3 times 2 and 4 is 2 times 2. Now we'll distribute another 5 balls. And we can see how the sums relate to the ratio. To accelerate the process, we can just click the Distribute button without letting go. And now we see the final result. When we distributed 45 balls at a ratio of 3 to 2, one boy gets 27 balls, and the other boy gets 18 balls. Now we can look at this result in another way. We can look at the columns. See here there are 5 columns, so each column represents a fifth of the total number of balls. So this is 9 balls, so 3 columns of 9 are 27, and 2 columns of 9 are 18. Now we can emphasize this way of looking at the question by clicking Condensed Mode here at the bottom. This makes it easier to see that each column is indeed a fifth of the total sum. Now, we'll click Reset, and let's change the number of balls to 1. To distribute this one ball, well, we have to cut it into pieces. You may ask the students into how many pieces do we have to cut this circle in order to distribute it in the ratio of 3 to 2. And the answer is fifths. We need 5 pieces in order to distribute them at the ratio of 3 to 2. So one boy got 3/5 and the other 2/5. Now let's change to 55 balls. And now let's distribute. And as we see, when the columns don't fit, they are partially condensed. In condensed mode, the effect is much stronger. Let's click again. Now, let's click the garbage can to reset and bring the number back to 0. And now we'll click Second Proportion. This will help explain the equivalence of different ratios. So let's leave this at 1 to 2 and change this to 2 to 4. And we'll distribute 12 balls here and 12 here. Now let's click Distribute and again. Notice that the 2 rows are in the same color. And let's click Distribute again and again. So the app is trying to use colors to help illustrate the connection between the 2 ratios. Okay, let's click Distribute here and again. And we can see that the blue balls here are equivalent to the blue balls over here, 2 to 4 and 2 to 4. And of course, the final sum is also the same in both cases. So the proportions are equivalent. This is because the 2 is twice the 1 and the 4 is twice the 2. So this is similar to fraction expansion. See, if we multiply the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same number, well, the fraction stays the same. So with the ratios, we have the same kind of logic. Okay, let's create one more example. So we'll uncheck Second Proportion, discard this question, and change the ratio to 3 to 4. Now, let's say we don't know how many balls are distributed, but by the end, the left boy will have 15. Now, see, the app gives a strong visual basis to answer this sort of question as well. So if we think of the distribution in rows, we see that we have to multiply 3 times 5 in order to reach 15. So since we need 5 rows, the boy on the right will get 20 balls. And now we know that the total number of balls needed is 35. And now, check. And we see our answer is correct. So that's it. These are the tools of the app, and we hope you enjoy them in class. Thanks for watching.